One of our first worries or fears was that he was not going to be able to be or see each other for a long time.
So I'd say the biggest fear was the loss of connection.
I was concerned that kids wouldn't really understand what was happening and that they wouldn't know how to express their worries or their fears or know how to deal with all these changes, especially since as adults, we were struggling to understand it.
Bigs have really jumped in. They've learned to adapt.
They've put in some extra work, definitely, than they were doing before. Extra match support calls, coming and being like, this is working, this is not working.
I think we're living through a time where we all try to stick together, and so it hasn't been easy for any of us, but there's power when we do it together.
I always wanted to become a big, but living farther from where our littles typically are wouldn't have worked. So having the opportunity to be virtual was great, and it just felt like a time where more littles really needed that support.
This is, I think, actually the most exciting part for me, like the hopefulness of when this ends and the connections that we've all developed, the bigs and the littles, the deeper connection that they've gotten from being forced to connect like this. I've had so many bigs just say, this is hard, but the result is worth it and the impact is worth it.
I think that worried me is that we wouldn't be able to hang out, and I was worried that we wouldn't be able to talk anymore. It stopped because I realized we could do Zooms together.
Me and Eric had our first Zoom meeting in April, and that was actually good.
It was something where once we learned that there was so much that we could talk about at any given week, it became something to look forward to.
We figured out games to play. We figured out a way to make it so it's really fun for us.
They're so smart. Every single one of them is so smart. The second I get onto a virtual call with a little, they want to share their screen, they want to teach me something, and it's been such an awesome opportunity to really get to see them in their own element because they are virtual right now and they get a chance to really share with us.
Before, I used to be a lot more to myself, just trying to get through the day, and you want to talk to somebody, and my problem was that I wouldn't talk to anybody. It isn't healthy when you're pretty much holding in emotionally how you feel, whether it's always good or it's completely bad. Once Ryan had came in pretty much to my life, he let it be known that it's okay to talk to people.
Our friendship is literally like a big sister and little sister. And I think it was a good match because we actually now are like best friends.
First time I saw her, in her face, I know that she was always be there for me. I know that anytime that I fall down, she would pick me right back up. And I just knew that she was the one for me. It's just really special to have a big sister.
Something fun that I'm looking forward to do when we get to see each other again. First of all, give the biggest hug to him. Second, beat him in basketball multiple times.
He said he was looking forward to beating you in basketball.
Probably just seeing her in person. She said maybe after COVID-19 because she has 3 cats and I just really want to meet them. So she said maybe I could go into the backyard of her house, just see her in person. It's just going to be really fun. We have a lot of things we want to do.
A lot of our students are getting through this with such a high level of resilience and grace. So I'm just really proud of them, and they give me hope for what's to come next. And one of the biggest things I think that keeps me going is just like, what are you guys gonna do? Right? Like my students are graduating this year, so it's like you guys are gonna go on and do great things.